Hello, amazing souls. I am Amber McCrae, and welcome to my podcast. I'm an educator, private certified holistic nutritionist, and herbal healer, mama, grandma, wifey, overachiever, and recovering perfectionist, and also a BFF who helps exhausted women connect to themselves and others. Welcome. Today, we're going to talk about understanding the why behind consistency. So in order to do that, we have to break down consistency and work backwards. We have to get to the root of consistency. So to create consistency, we have to give our brains a pathway to follow. This is called a synaptic pathway. In order to create that pathway, you have to be doing something over and over and over again. In order for us to do something over and over again, we have to break it down and make it repeatable. In order to repeat this task over and over again, we have to make it fun. The reason we need to make it fun is because when we do something that we enjoy, dopamine is released. And each time we repeat this action, dopamine gets released earlier and earlier. This is what some may call motivation. So in simple terms, the reason we can't seem to be consistent is because we haven't broken down habits into baby steps that we create that are enjoyable for us to repeat daily and over again. So our body has not created a synaptic pathway, a way for our brains to repeat a pattern over and over again. And this is where health and nutrition really come into play, giving our body what it needs to create these neurotransmitters such as dopamine, to create these pathways. As a coach who has worked with so many women, I see this all the time, struggling with consistency and how it really just tears down their confidence and steals their power, because it seems like they correlate the inability to create a new habit with their self-worth and just the frustration of not being able to achieve the goals that they want. And in a society where we have an all or nothing mentality, we tend to make goals that are ginormous that we crash and burn, such as New Year's resolutions, which I absolutely hate. Because from my personal experience, I used to make these big goals and I could never keep the momentum to reach them. I needed small wins. I needed to be able to snowball the effect of what I was doing. And what I mean by that is I needed to consistently be winning. And in order to consistently be winning, I needed to break down my goals smaller and smaller. This allowed me to not get defeated or crash and burn. When we make these goals too big or too much, we can't repeat them daily. And then we just stop doing them because it's not repeatable. And that's really what I have found in working with women and consistency, is breaking down the goal into bite-sized pieces and make it fun so that you're able to have that dopamine hit, the win, and repeat it over and over and create those synaptic pathways, thus creating the consistency that they've been longing for so many years. And the reason I understand this about the women that I work with is because I struggle with it myself. I have had to learn how to make goals achievable for myself. And I am such a nerd because I love understanding why. And I wanted to know why I couldn't seem to create new habits or consistency. So I nerded out and I learned a lot about the science behind it and a lot of failing to get me here. And failing is so important. We need to fail forward because we're going to have to try a lot of things to see what works. We may pick a habit and break it down into a baby step and it's not fun and we don't do it. So we're going to have to switch what we do. And that is friggin' okay. So if you're like me and you've struggled with consistency, but you're ready to change that, ready to reach your goals, start small, make it fun, and it will get done. If you want some help in this area, head over to ambermccrae.com, click on contact, and schedule your free consultation now, and I can help you get started on this journey. All right, beautiful souls, until the next episode, have an awesome day. And remember, connection over perfection.